we all know that praise can be a dangerous thing. The Prophet ﷺ, he told his companions, well, in a situation in which one of the companions praised another companion to his face, the Prophet ﷺ said, you broke his back, right? Or in another narration, if I remember correctly, you killed him. And so we know that praising someone to their face can be very, very dangerous to the nafs, and it can be very dangerous to making someone kind of egotistical or full of themselves, etc. However, al-Raghib al-Isfahani tells us that there are exceptions to this, and there are situations in which praising somebody, even to their face, is something good. So one of those situations is if you're encouraging that person or other people that are listening to good, and that means that this is judged by the outcome, that it's governed by maslaha. So there's 4 things that al-Raghib al-Isfahani says, because he thinks very categorically, that motivate people to do good. One is their intellect, right? They think, they believe this thing is good or this thing is bad. They're going to do the good thing. They're going to do the thing that they thought was good, right? The second is modesty and shame. They're afraid about what other people are going to say, or they're afraid about what other people are going to, or what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to judge them by, or how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to evaluate that particular action that they did. So doing something that is good might be out of the motivation of modesty and shame. Modesty and shame is fine. It's a wonderful thing in our religion. The third thing, and this is why it's relevant to this chapter, is praise and encouragement. What is one of the 4 things that drives people to do good? Praise and encouragement. Especially, we know, young people, children, they love to be praised, they love to be encouraged. And so this can be a very powerful motivational tool. And then the final thing is reward and punishment. What motivates people to do good? Reward and punishment is another thing that motivates people to do good. And so a useful, I think, modern example of what we have for this is how sports coaches, the best coaches, actually attempt to motivate people. They might have to deploy or employ all 4 of these tactics, and they know the personality of the person that they are dealing with. It fascinates me when I read comments from NBA coaches, and they say, well, this particular player, he's really tough on himself, and so I know that I just have to build him up. And then this particular player, he's kind of hard-headed, and he likes when I challenge him directly, and he likes when I call him out on his stuff, and call him lazy and these sorts of things. So everybody's different depending on their personality. It's not necessarily categorically good or bad to praise somebody. You have to look at the results. If it encourages them to do good, then praising them is something that's good. But if it leads to pride and jealousy, then praise should be avoided.